The way it works, once you've qualified for a Habitat for Humanity of Newcastle County home, you're required to put in 250 hours of sweat equity to help build your home. But CEO Kevin Smith says the nonprofit is adding another tool to its arsenal: prefabricated modular homes, particularly for Habitat homes in the county.
We will always be a volunteer organization. We'll use volunteers to build our houses because that's part of who we are. But we're just trying to be as efficient with the dollars that we have to build the most houses.
Habitat has built 22 homes in Middletown, which is sometimes an hour from its Wilmington headquarters. Smith says given its location, investing in modular homes there is more cost efficient for the nonprofit from a staffing standpoint.
One of the misnomers about Habitat is so you're building houses with volunteers, and so you're saving money that way. And that's partially true. What the people don't understand is when you've got a volunteer coordinator, you've got a site supervisor and some assistants on staff, that overhead to manage all those volunteers almost equals that savings that they're providing.
According to Smith, it can cost upwards of $165,000 to build a Habitat townhome from scratch. Roughly $15,000 to buy the land, maybe a house, $60,000 for materials, $50,000 on the foundation and to pay subcontractors to hook up things like plumbing and heating, another $25,000 to pay Habitat staff, and the rest covers any unexpected or miscellaneous costs.
Adding the modular piece to our overall construction skill set allows us to maximize every dollar that comes into our organization and to stretch it.
Habitat's Director of Construction, Mike Sinizin, says each prefab home is projected to save Habitat anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000.
Every dollar that comes into our organization is one that's been donated to us. And so we have a responsibility to be good stewards over the resources that have been entrusted to us.
Through a competitive bid process, Sussex County-based Berica Homes won the contract. The modular home builder is creating 3 homes for Habitat to start.
I know a lot of their methodology is to use a lot of on-site labor by volunteers and things like that. But I was excited about it because the process of building a modular home, I think, can assist them in doing it faster and better and cheaper.
Generally, Collison says people think modular homes are trailer homes. So he took me on a tour of his Greenwood plant where all of Berica's homes are built.
We term our construction process off-site stick-built. Built to the same local building codes as any residential or commercial builder would build to. We just do it in a different way.
Shielded from the elements, homes are framed, insulated, shingled, and weatherproofed in a matter of weeks inside the plant.
We deliver it to the job site and we set it in between 3 and 8 hours.
But if Berica's doing all of the heavy lifting literally, then how will Habitat's homeowners work off their sweat equity?
That was one of the challenges that we had to overcome in adding this piece to our construction arsenal. As it turns out, the requirement for our homeowners is that they provide 250 hours worth of sweat equity in the building, ideally of their home, but it doesn't always work out that way.
Once the home is delivered, Sinizin says there's still about 2 months worth of work that needs to be done on site to make the house pretty. And homeowners, he says, can work off the rest of their hours on other Habitat projects.
Habitat will never lose its need for volunteers or the piece of involving our homeowners in the construction process.
This 1,456 square foot ranch is Habitat's very first modular home. Once it's delivered to Newark, African immigrant Muape Taipam will move in.
I know he's very excited about this new opportunity and what it means for his family.